Yeah, we live. Yo, we in the studio once again. I'm about to, yo, I'm in the studio once again. Yo, we about to vibe with the friends. Yo, 88 back in it. Then my beat just dropped. I think my sound just went out. But it's still cold out. We gon' still rock till we don't stop. Did they hear that pop? I hope not. Okay, we back with it. Didn't see that. Hit the wrong button. Had to bring it back. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Yeah, we're gonna turn it with the vibe tonight. Yeah, I'm about to bring her on in. Her name is Wynterr, but it's still summertime. It's still summertime. It's winter, but it's summertime. It's winter, but it's summertime. How you doing, Miss Wynterr?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And welcome to another episode of Sessions with June. I'm your host, Junes'88 of the Blerd Spot Podcast. Hope everybody doing good because I didn't do one last week because I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like it. And then I had no guests either, so then after that even made it even better because I just didn't fucking feel like it. So how you doing? Introduce yourself to the people that are tuning in.
Hi, my name is Wynterr. I am Wynterr Cosplays on Instagram with a Y and two R's. Been cosplaying for about a year. Happy to be here.
Okay. Been cosplaying for a year. So why the name Wynterr? What's up, Groove? What's up, brother? Knowledge.
It's a really funny story. My real name is Shantia. I saw a K drama, a Korean drama, and there was a character named General Winter. I thought he was really badass. I really liked the name. Of course, there are a lot of Winters out there, so I had to add my own spin to it. So I threw a Y and two R's on there, and here we are.
Okay. So I like to ask this question because come to find out we're from the same city, from the same state, from the great state of Dallas, Texas.
Hmm.
Um, so I like to ask this question. So we riding around in Dallas. What are we going to be listening to? And will your aux cord privileges be revoked?
Now, what am I listening to? Now, I listen to a little bit of everything. I feel like the only thing that can get the aux privileges revoked is like if you're not open to everything.
Okay. So right now, what's on rotation? Like what? Are you, like what were you playing on your way to work right now? I mean today. What were you listening to?
I was listening to a little bit of Summer Walker, a little bit of Meg The Stallion, and some anime openings.
Okay, that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people say them anime openings, and they be getting me every time. Everybody be like, "Yo, I listen to anime openings. I'm listening to all this stuff." All right. So, what's your favorite anime opening? Though?
I would say from Bleach, season 7, After Dark, by Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Okay. Why that specific?
I am a really big rock fan, and so I really like the guitars and the essence and everything about it and everything. And plus, it was just a really good season of Bleach, so all around it was just a vibe.
Oh yes, they do groove. They do slap. Like I ain't gonna lie, the Sailor Moon intro top five best anime intros of all time.
So I have a confession. I actually haven't watched Sailor Moon.
I mean, don't give me the lie. I watched it when I was a kid because I heard the things. I'm like, this shit kind of nice. I mean, okay, it's girls on the show. It's cool, but the song is badass, and the show was kind of good. Like, it
Oh
was.
yeah, no, like as in like what it's done for like anime history and stuff. Absolutely solidified. Love the fact that it's a female protagonist and everything like that. The reason that I didn't watch it growing up was because I kind of emulated and did whatever my older brother did, and so that's why I grew up on Dragon Ball Z instead of Sailor Moon. But I'm open to watching it one day for sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't seen it as a kid. I never went back to revisit it. I never. If you see me looking out, looking at my questions too. So, I never really went back to revisit it. Like I never like it was nothing that I said, let me go back and revisit this show. It wasn't one of them shows that I was like, let me go back and revisit. But no okay, let's go with the first question. Okay, that was the first question. Second question. What are your top 2 favorite animes and least favorite anime?
My top two would be Yu Yu Hakusho and the OG Dragon Ball.
Okay. Least favorite. The one that may get you like hemmed up, like, hey, what's wrong with you? Like, kind of episode. Like, what you talking about?
Um, I wasn't the biggest fan of Sword Art Online.
See, I don't even know what that is. I'm young and now I'm like I ain't been watching anime for now for 2 years, like 3 going on 3. So
Oh, okay, yeah. So Sword Art Online, and then I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of animes that I just hate. So I would say that one.
yeah, because when we started the Blerd Spot podcast, I wasn't watching anime. I was not like into it like that. Like my cousin Crystal, she wasn't into anime, but then she got into it. But my boy, but Phantom, he was into anime. I wasn't. So I finally saw Jujutsu Kaisen. My boy Mike Fallon put me on to that. Loved it. Then my other boy Izzy put me on Demon Slayer. I loved it. Then I watched, after that, I went back. I jumped back. I watched Cowboy Bebop. My boy,
Nice.
I remember when I was in junior high, Robert Mackey, he told me, like, yo, he came to school one day, just out of it. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Dude? Like, I was up last night watching Cowboy Bebop. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, it's a show to come on, what's it called? Toonami? Whatever it came on at.
Tsunami, yeah.
So, first of all, nigga, I gotta be asleep at a certain time. I ain't watching no TV and we gotta be at school at like 7, nigga. This junior high. We gotta get up early, man. I ain't trying to watch this shit. So fast forward, I seen it on what is that joint called? Netflix. I said, let me check it out. And I loved it. This show is good. Cause that was just a show. Then I saw and I watched what's that? This psycho show. How About Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Mm-hmm. So I haven't watched nothing I didn't like it. I haven't seen nothing I didn't like.
That's dope, though. I wouldn't have pegged you. I would have not known you had just started watching, honestly.
Yeah, like it's been a while. I'm in and out of anime. Like I watch what I like. Like I don't watch it everybody. I watched the first season of My Hero Academia because my cousin Crystal, she was like campaigning for that show. Like, what did we say? Your last favorite. Protagonist and why? Okay, what you got?
Who is my least favorite protagonist? That's hard. I would. Let me think about this for a second. How about you? Do you know right off the bat who would be your least favorite protagonist?
I ain't got one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I have one that I just don't like. I mean, and this is coming from a person who, like, again, like, Dragon Ball is, like, my everything. Like, my collection and all that stuff. I love Dragon Ball. In some ways, I guess, like, Goku, because, like, they throw him to the forefront to a fault and everything. And so it's like, even when they tried to take Goku out of the series and the equation in like season 6, at the end of season 6 in Dragon Ball, they eventually had to bring him back in later seasons because the audience wasn't even receptive to anybody else solving the problem except him. And so I would say for that reason, like him, nobody else ever being able to really carry the torch up until that new movie was just released 2 weeks ago.
Right. Oh yeah, you went to go see that, right?
Oh yeah, I saw it twice.
Oh, you saw it twice. How was it?
Oh, it was dope. Of course, you got to get adjusted to the animation style. It's kind of like video game type 2D, if that makes sense. But the story itself was super duper good. They actually stuck to their guns, and like Goku and Vegeta weren't the protagonists. It was truly like Gohan and Piccolo, which was really cool to see.
Right. I'm like with I can't stand Dragon Ball. Like I can't. I don't like Goku. And like me and my boy, we got to it wasn't an argument. It was just like I was fussing and he was just listening. Like, yo, man, you know Goku could come over to the MCU and fuck up everybody. Like, no, he can't. You need to tell me this motherfucker Goku is so bad since he just that he can beat everybody. Like I said, man, Goku the one that would have gave Thanos the Infinity Stone and fucked us all up. And you know who need to be the first one to go? Goku ass. He need to be the first one that gets dusted. Shit.
Yeah. People either love or hate Dragon Ball. I personally, like, I'm going to stick to my guns and, like, say not that it is the best anime, because you have to think about it. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z came out in the 80s and early 90s. Like, I don't think people keep in mind that this show is over 30 years old. So, of course, when you're talking about newer shows that have had time to, you know, fill in the plot holes that this show originally had, of course they're going to be better. But also you have to look at people are still talking and arguing and advocating for this show 30 years later. So it's got to be something special about it. Plus, you know, it's kind of the blueprint for most of the bigger shonen that are out today, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I'm a huge Power Ranger fan from back in the day, Mighty Morphin on up.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped there. I kept that once I got in junior high school. Like right in high school, I stopped watching it. But once I found out about that it was Japanese footage,
mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's called Sentai. I'm like, oh shit. Because I got a funny story I tell my boy all the time. I noticed as a small child, when I first saw the Power Rangers, I was like, wait a minute. This dude, when they would time return to the Green Ranger, when they like he was reading the Green, like, wait, I can see they slipped in the Japanese footage and it like they tried to CG whatever that shit they was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a goddamn minute. Some ain't, wait a minute. This dude got a bowl haircut. This dude hair is different. I was trying to put it to, but I didn't know what it was. Like, some ain't adding up. And I'm like, then it was parts of the show. I'm like, wait, these people on this scene don't look like the people on the other scene. And why they keep tearing up the same building in every goddamn show? I'm like 6, I'm about 5, 6. I'm like, yo, what is the budget in these cities? Like, they gotta keep building this shit. Who's the mayor? Who's the governor? Somebody fix this shit. But when like you said, some of these shows 30-something plus, and we just not catching on to it.
Exactly.
Like that be like, damn, I ain't with it. I'm like, cause there be so many episodes. Cause people trying to give me the watch. I'm like, I'm not watching. You know, like One Piece.
I already about to say, here you go. I am on episode 902 of One Piece.
And how many episodes is it?
It's I want to say like 1,010 maybe right now. It's so worth it. It's so good.
It ain't gonna get watched. It can literally be 90 episodes. It's not getting watched.
Oh my god! You think about it. You will never not have anything to watch again. You will always have One Piece if you're catching up on One Piece.
That's all you need is One Piece. You don't need that now. Like, when did One Piece come out? What year did it come out?
I think it started. The anime started in 1997, or I think it was written in 1997 and it came out in 1999 in terms of anime, something like that.
Are there more seasons coming?
Yeah. I want to say like the creator said I think he wants to end it in like 2 to 3 years. I believe that's what he said.
It ain't getting watched. It ain't getting watched.
It's so good. Have you tried it?
Once they said how many episodes it was, I'm like,
nah. See, that's the thing. Okay, like sit down with it, and like, you know, if you ain't feeling it, then that's one thing. But you gotta give it a try. Don't let the amount of episodes intimidate you.
You gonna get one. What was it? What was another? Naruto ain't getting watched.
What? Okay, now. Okay, see, you missing out on so many of the OGs.
Now, the ones I like, Cowboy Bebop made me mad. I'm like, all right, cool. Is it another that season? One season. Like, now I'm mad because only one fucking season. But now it's just like, now I'll say this. If it was one of them things like, I'll watch it if it's a group setting. Like, yo, guys, let's get some fun, let's get some ramen, Korean barbecue, and let's have a fucking One Piece. We're gonna watch it every other weekend. We're gonna watch a few episodes. It's 1,000-something episode. We're gonna try to watch 20 or 10 on a Saturday. I can do it then as a group setting, but by myself, it ain't getting watched.
I respect it. I respect it.
I'm telling. I'm rather tell you the truth. It ain't getting watched.
Dang.
So outside of anime, what do you like to do? Let people know a little bit about yourself. Like what outside of anime, what do you like to do? What makes you happy outside of anime? Like what makes Wynterr tick?
Well, I would say outside of just like regular anime, just cartoons in general, like really make me happy, which is why most of the cosplays and stuff that I do anyway are kind of geared towards cartoons. Also, honestly, cartoons kind of tie into the majority of my interests. I also am getting into voice acting. As of right now, I'm more on the commercial side of things. The company that I work for, I am the phone system voice for it. So, like, para español, marque dos, press 1 for English, that type of thing.
That's you?
That's me.
So majority of the time I've called Play Company, that's been your voice?
Well, not every single one of them, but for my job in particular, yes. When you call, you will hear my voice.
Okay. That's dope. So that's how they do it at these job plays. They just like, yo, who can do the translation thing? So you do the whole thing, like even when you go to Spanish, it's still your voice.
Yeah, so I either go to my friend's studio in his house and like record whatever they have for me, or either at my job they finally got like a studio grade mic that I recommended, and I recorded at my job.
Oh, and this is my favorite cosplay that you're doing.
Oh, thank you. I love doing Dolores. Thank you.
That's a dope one. I fool with that one. That's crazy. So voice acting. So speaking of what Groovy said, what did Groovy say? You feel like
ooh. Okay. In some ways, yes, but at the same time, it's like if a writer is doing their job and if the creator is doing their job, then it should be like some type of variation. But at the same time, like I would say that for major shonen, because I feel like lumping the whole genre into that like cookie cutter thing wouldn't be the right answer to say. But I will say, like, a lot of the bigger ones, like, yeah, like, for example, you can use the Dragon Ball Z mode for a lot of today's, like, top shonen shows. There's a protagonist. There is a guy next to the protagonist who's really intelligent, who's really smart, who's really ambitious, has borderline, like, a dark side that wants to catch up to the main guy. There's usually a girl that with decent powers and intelligence that likes the protagonist. That type of thing. Like, that kind of fits in there, but then it kind of branches off from there. But I would say some of them use the same setup.
My cousin Chris said you're dope as fuck.
Oh, thank you.
That's my day. Yeah, that's Crystal right there. That's the cousin on my cousin I was talking about. And yeah, like what were we talking about? I lost my train of thought. Shit, what were we talking about? I lost my train of thought. Groovy, you threw me off now.
Just talking about how like a lot of shonen are they the same or not? Like it just
before that,
kind of depends.
Before we talk about the shonen.
Voice acting.
Voice acting, yeah. So yeah, I'm like that's cool. Like my mom told me, like, well, you do voice acting. I do impressions like a motherfucker. Like I can fire off impressions all day. Like I was telling. I'll go ahead.
Oh no, you good. So with impressions, I would say it is a part of it being able to shift your voice into like a different character or thing. But the main thing is like delving into voice acting is like, are you able to act in that voice, and then are you able to hold that voice for a prolonged period of time? Um, I've done about 10 to 15 voiceover classes with different like actors in the anime industry or just straight up like directors, things of that nature, and like that's the main thing with like starting off with impressions.
Yeah, because I do. I said I do a very good T'Challa impression. I said I want to do the. If there ever, if there ever opportunity to do a cartoon version of the Black Panther, I would like to be casted as their voice because I think I do. The good friend Todd Wade told me that I have a good Black Panther T'Challa impression. But then I can just go. I just be doing stuff every time. Like, or sometimes I may like I just want to go across the pond and play with my cousins in Liverpool, England, and stuff like that. I do stuff like that sometimes. I just do. British and I just do stuff, so I don't know. I'm just weird. I just act. I'm
There's
pushing it.
nothing wrong with that. I promise you, whenever I'm doing a class or honestly even just
I
for
need to get a
myself,
class. I need to get in on some classes.
I can I'll send you some links to some stuff after this. An exercise I like to do is if you just want to get a script and kind of like I don't know your favorite TV show or Black Panther for example and just print off a few pages of dialect, kind of go over that with whatever voice you're thinking about, and while you're doing that, don't just say the lines in that voice. Like I like act them out, the pauses, the heightened voice, the lower voice, and all of that stuff. Being able to stay in the character and really like transmit the emotions is like the most important thing when it comes to voice acting, at least thus far that I found.
Okay. So if you could do voice acting or acting, what for a big film, what would it be and why?
My dream would honestly it sounds probably silly, but Bob's Burgers is like a really big show in my life, and I enjoy it very much. So honestly, to guest or do anything to do with that show would be amazing for me. So I would say yeah, Bob's Burgers.
Well, okay, okay. Well, who's your favorite character on there?
Oh, that's hard. I love them all, but I would probably say Louise.
Which one's Louise? 'Cause
She's the little girl with the bunny ears.
oh yeah, I know that. I know this. 'Cause
Yeah.
people talk about Bob's Burgers so much, like
You never
that
seen
show.
it?
No, like I'm the kind of person that everybody's on it, I will not watch. I'm that. Don't shake your head at me. I just
Mm-mm.
can't do it. Like everybody's
Judgment.
watching. I'm judgment. I just be like everybody be doing it. Everybody watching. Like, I'll be like the last person. And like the season, the final season of Bob's Burgers. Then I'll watch it. I'm gonna start watching season one. Cause ain't nobody talking about it now. Cause that's how I do with Stranger Things. Everybody was talking about it when it first came out. I ain't watching the second season. They were getting ready to do the second season. They get ready. Yeah, I watched the first, then I had watched the second, and dropped the second season. Okay, now I like this show. This is good.
I
Nobody's
haven't
talking
even seen Stranger Things, so I feel you on that one.
about like it's a good show. I fuck with it. Like, this show's pretty good. I like it. All right, cool. But based in the 80s, cool. Like, good show, good show, good show. So, what cosplay got you? What was the cosplay that got you like the most? Got you recognized? Like, yo, you were like, yo, I got something with this one. Let me keep going.
I would say Dee Dee from Rugrats, which was crazy to me because that one wasn't planned. Like I saw my roommate's pair of glasses and I was just like, oh, that looks like Dee Dee from Rugrats. And so I literally asked her to borrow them. I went upstairs, I grabbed a red turtleneck because I didn't have a red dress, and I just figured out how to style the wig and I just went with it. And it's like the reception I got from it was crazy. It was like shared a lot, and then it got reposted on Black Women in Cosplay. It got reposted on Kim Beckel, which is like the curly wig hair site that I get a lot of my stuff from, and so it just kind of went all over the place, which was cool to me.
That's cool. That's cool because I've done my Demon Slayer cosplay. I did the Tanjiro joint, and I got like when I went to Fan Expo, that's when people like a woman said, "Yo, can I get a picture with you?" I'm like I said, I had to look behind me, make sure She wasn't talking about the person behind her. I didn't want to be like, yeah. No, the guy behind you. I was like, yeah, you. Oh, okay. What I do with my hands, my hands. I do this, I do this. But yeah, that was like, but I ain't got to that level where people reposting my stuff like.
it it's still crazy to me and everything, honestly, even as far as I've gotten, because I say it's been a year since I've been cosplaying, but the end of next month will be a year for me. So it's like, to even do what I've already done, like I didn't expect the amount of people to follow me that has followed me and continue to follow me. It's just, I'm just having fun, honestly. Like, the numbers don't really matter to me. I'm just like having a blast, and I just want to be creative, and whoever likes it, they can feel free to join in with me.
Cool. So was Didi your first one, or that was just the one that got you exposure?
I would say Dee Dee has been the biggest one. I would say the one that, like, I guess was earlier on was Valerie from Danny Phantom. When I posted the cos test for Valerie, like, it was like barefaced and everything. Like, the reception was already like super like good for the time. And then when I actually posted her stuff, like, that's still like my most like picture on my page is like Valerie from Danny Phantom.
That's cool. Like, that's like, I'm still like always shocked about cosplay, what people can do, like on a creative parts of it. Because I see, I had Destiny Sunflower Samurai on here one time. She said she built some shit, like it took her. She had to do, like, I think she said she had to do like 3 or 4 times before she got it right. Like, damn. And my boy Anthony, his wife and mother-in-law, did his sword for DreamCon. And like, I ain't make it, they did, like, but still the fact that somebody can make that and it looks like what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's why I never, when we first started, I didn't want to do cosplay, because I'm like, yo, I get a lot of people don't have the money to put into the cosplay, but me, I want to look like the characters. You can see somebody throw some rags together, like, who you supposed to be? Oh, okay. It looks like you threw it together, but it was nice.
So I would say it depends, like, how much you are putting into, I would say, the things that you're putting together. Because, like, my biggest thing is, like, thrift shopping. Like, if I'm doing, like, I literally right now, the reason I'm, like, doing this in my car is because I just went thrift shopping for some stuff that I have a vision for and everything. And so it's about being able to take what you have and alter it and make it into the character and everything. The majority, if not, honestly, I think maybe 2 to 3 cosplays I may have been like bought, but me being a plus size person, and not only a plus size person, but like I have very specific dimensions for like my type of shape and everything like that. So it's like I would have to pretty much pay someone all the time to customize the outfits if I were like to want it to be exactly that way. So I'm learning how to sew, glue stuff, and alter myself in order to, still have that look, that put together look, and, putting work in there, but also it just be everyday things. And I think that's the beauty of like closet cosplaying.
Cool. So what advice would you give to another plus size woman who would like to get into the cosplay game, who would like, how you say you got to get some certain things tailored. You may see something you want to wear, but yo, god dang, that's not my, I got to get it customized, So what would you say? Here's another one of my past mates. What up, Phantom? So what advice would you give someone?
Like, I would give, one, to do it, because there's always going to be like what are people going to say, or what if I don't look exactly like the character? I don't look like pretty much any of the characters, minus maybe like 0.2%. Like, how many like black, tall, plus size women are there in cartoons, anime, whatever you think about. You're not gonna always look like the character, but it's about doing what you love and putting yourself out there. And I feel like if you're authentically you, then people are gonna see that and accept you for that. And as for the again, the pieces and everything, like you're like worrying about it not fitting you, it's about using what you have and making it work. Like for example, if you wanted to cosplay a character from Bleach and they don't have a Shinigami robe in your size, you get a black robe off Amazon, get you some white cloth, and you alter it to look like that, and then you take your pictures and you go. Like, nobody doesn't have to know that it wasn't ordered off of a cosplay site. Wear what you need to wear for you, make it look good and have confidence, and it'll be all right.
Yep, because my Demon Slayer joint, I got that mug off of fucking Amazon. I'm like, it's like I'm a skinny dude, so it's hard to find shit in my size. As a skinny dude, I'm like, bruh, it's like the big mug, the big dudes always buy the little brother stuff. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, and now I'm buying this off of Amazon. I don't know what size to get. Do I get a small or do I get a medium? Because one of these things either gonna be looking too big or it's gonna be too tight on me. So I'm like, it's gonna
always check the size and charts. That is
even though I'm like, it's still like this is gonna fit because you don't want it to be too tight in certain areas. Or like,
yeah.
like you don't want to be in these. You don't want to be like you get it. It's like you walking around, people looking at you sideways. It's what my size. It's like you don't want. I want it. So I normally get a medium just in case. Just in case. All right, cool. This rock, because I be damned if I get like a Spider-Man or some cosplay. No. Absolutely not. No. No. You gotta gosh damn, like you don't wanna I ain't trying to get nobody a goddamn show wondering why people throwing money at me. Like, what is this?
Not the Spidey stripper.
I'm here to have a good time with the people. Like I ain't trying to give a show. No, I'm just gonna go home.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it's the same way with me. Like, I got a maid costume off of Amazon one time, and if it's the wrong size, I'm gonna get money thrown at me, and it's gonna be a show. So I get you. You got it.
I feel you. I mean, like, at least I ain't going home empty-handed. Like, hey, it ain't a bad day. It ain't a bad. No. All right, man. I keep this in my pocket. So, what else? Like, okay, so what else do you like? Are you into gaming? Are you into like what else do you do?
I am really big into music. I am a huge music person. I don't go anywhere without my noise canceling headphones just because. And I'm a really big fan of writing. I have 10 published poems under my name, and eventually I'm going to do a poetry anthology. I'm working on putting up all the stuff together now and writing it.
Cool. Because I believe I told you I do music myself, and then going back to about the creating cosplays and everything and animes and what that. It's like it's like same thing with music. Like I be sitting back like I'm still working on the finishing touches of this my project I'm working on. Like it's like shit. It's like how it start and where it's at. It's like gosh damn. Mm-hmm. When you were a kid and you watching, you seeing these artists make these music. Oh, you just think, oh, this is coming out. Hey, cool. You think they recording like a day.
Yeah.
You realize like, yo, this ain't what you think. It's like it's difficult. But yeah, like, I be like, man, that's how it is. I realize with cosplay, like, yo, people like it took me 3 years to get this just right. I had to get do the real Iron Man suits on at work. Like arc reactor light up and like when you get I made it. It took me 15 years to get this damn thing right. I started it's the Mach 5, like gosh, man. And light up. Oh man, like lasers and shit come out. The helmet pop up, smoke come out. Like, oh, you really
See, yeah, and so it's like I am not at that level of making cosplays yet. Like, I would say the one that I put the most work into was Patty Mayonnaise because I took 2 shirts that I thrifted and I hand cut circles to make the polka dots for one shirt. I took off the neckline and the hemline from one shirt and attached it onto that one. And that's about as much as I did. Now I have friends who are cosplay competition winners, and like they made everything. Like my friend did this character named B Shimon, and like she wove and like did the whip for the character and everything. Like she made it herself.
Wow.
I don't even know how you weave a whip, bro. Like it's crazy.
I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you.
That ain't me. That ain't me either. I just know how to put what I have together. Like that's on some next level stuff. One day, not today though. They'll be all right.
Oh yeah. So, who are some of your favorite cosplayers right now at the moment? As of what's the day? August. What's the day? August.
30th, I think.
August 30th at 7:37 right now. Who is your favorite cosplayer and why?
I would say one of them is Saray Blue. She is an Afro Latina cosplayer, and she does kind of like what I do, which is like just not only anime but like cartoons and just a bunch of different things. And I really like her creativity and stuff. Another one would be Evincia, which I think she does more of streaming now, but she still does do cosplays, and I like her stuff a lot. And one of my roommates is a cosplayer, and I love her stuff too. And her name is Petite Magic Girl Cos.
Okay. Because I'm like, I have a few. Like, shout out to my man Ty Way. That's my guy. I do his Demon Slayer cosplay before. Who else? Man, that's the thing. When you start naming people, you don't say somebody that know you that you know that made my your favorite cosplay. Like, man, I mean, I was on. There was pressure, man. So pressure. Who else? I know Cutie Pie Senpai. Cutie Pie.
Cutie Pie Sensei.
Sensei. I said Senpai, man. Everybody got it. Never mind. Like, everybody.
She's iconic.
There's so many senpais out here in these streets. I'll be like, which one is it? That one like, no, it's Cutie Pie. Yeah, her too. But who else? I can't even think of them off the top of my head. It's so many. Like
there really are. There's so many talented cosplayers in the community. Honestly,
it's like it's so many. Like if I ain't name you people, I'm sorry. I know my cousin Crystal is dope. My boy Phantom is dope. I'm pretty good. I mean, I can't count myself. I only did one kind. Like, I'm the kind of person like I will do that Tanjiro cosplay till I can't do it no more.
And as you should, these things are expensive. Like, I'm about to do all of my cosplays on my page till the day I die. I'm gonna be wearing Psyche forever.
I'm like, I will be 48 years old, still Tanjiro. Goddamn right. I mean, like, and I got other cosplays in mind I want to do that I'm probably going to do. Like, no, I already got one in mind that I want to do. So I told my castmates what I'm gonna do. Like, yeah, go ahead, do that. All right, cool. I just gotta order it. It's like, it's just fun. What's up?
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. It ain't nothing spectacular in my opinion, but how I'm gonna do it is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So, speaking of who is your dream collab? If you could collab with one person, one right now, they say, yo, here's their number. They waiting on you to call. Who are you gonna collab?
That is hard. Honestly, maybe Cutie Pie Sensei. Like, that would be really cool. Like, the fact that she has her own line and everything is, like, trailblazing within itself. And so there are a lot of things that I admire about her for that reason.
Oh, yeah. I seen her Black Panther joint. That joint is nuts. That's she got the most fire. Like, where the hell do you get something like that? Right. You just don't make nothing like that. Who made that for you? Like, that is that's what I be fascinated in. Like, that's
Talent.
Very. I wish I had the money in the budget. I wish I had the money.
Money and patience.
Because if she made it herself.
I think she makes a lot. I think it's not everything. I know she makes a lot herself. It's not everything. Like she makes a lot. It's not everything.
Man, it's just amazing. And so, so, the question, what is your favorite road trip snack? Like the snack you only eat when you're on a road trip. Like for me, I like those lemon sandwich cookies that you get at the little corner store when you stop in a small town. I only get those on the road because they only taste good when you're in a car moving, going to a destination. They only taste good in regular day life. They don't taste good. It's too limited. When you're in the road, in the back of the car, kicking it with your family, your cousins. What's the go-to?
I don't know. Let me see. I would say maybe Lay's Sweet Heat Southern Barbecue Chips. Because you can't find those everywhere. Usually it's some random obscure gas station on a road trip. Those are where those are sold at.
I mean, I think they do that for a reason. Because some of the stuff you find on road trips, these gas stations, you'll never see them in the city.
You won't ever see them anywhere else. Exactly.
It's like, man, so you gotta grab like at least 6 bags. Like, yo, we ain't gonna.
No, for real. Like last time I went on a road trip when I drove from South Carolina back to Dallas here. I got like 2 or 3 bags of them because they're really hard to find over here.
You drove from South Carolina to Dallas?
Yeah, South Carolina. That's my hometown. Well, my home state. I was born and raised there and everything. So my best friend got married in June, so I had to drive from here to Atlanta, then Atlanta to South Carolina back to here.
Oh my gosh! Bless your heart.
Best friend.
Solo? You drove by yourself?
Yeah. I like driving. It wasn't really like that part didn't really bother me. And as an introvert anyway, it's like I had me and my music, and so I was fine, honestly.
Did you catch the sun coming up and going down?
Oh yeah. From here to Atlanta is about 14 hours, and then from South Carolina to here is 17 hours.
That's fine. Like it's something about the lo-fi or jazz music playing when you're driving, and you catch the sun coming up, and just like vibe, I guess. Like just chill. Like I like that kind of vibe. Absolutely. I like road trips. I gotta do more. I gotta just catch a road trip. Like, yo, call it the squad. Like, yo, y'all wanna go somewhere? Like, what the fuck y'all wanna go? Let's just drive. Let's go somewhere. Let's drive to the East Coast. Nigga, the East Coast?
Man, like, I enjoyed the drive, but I don't think I would do it like I did last time. Like, I did it pretty much in, like, straight. And so I don't think I would do that. I don't think I'll do that again. I did stop on the way back. Like the 14 hours was one thing, but around I think I have 4 hours left on the 17-hour drive, and I just pulled into a gas station and I took a nap, and I was like, okay.
You went straight through, only stopping for gas.
Yes. I was trying to get there. It was a long drive.
I don't know if I could have made that.
I have insomnia, so it's I'm gonna be up anyway.
Speaking of insomnia, they're opening up an insomnia cookies out here, right?
I heard that. I've never had insomnia cookies before, so I really want to try it.
Yeah, they got one in Deep Ellum somewhere. They got one in Victory Park, and they're opening one in Richardson. I gotta try these because I'm a cookie snob. I love.
Absolutely, and I make great cookies myself from scratch. So
chocolate chip.
Yes. Yes. Chocolate chip from scratch, peanut butter from scratch. I can do it all.
All right, then I'm judgmental with my chocolate chip cookies too.
I'm very bougie about my food. I'm from the South. I am from the deep South. My grandmother was born in 1928, and her and my other grandmother taught me how to cook. I am an old-fashioned Black Southern lady at heart.
See, my mom from Mississippi, so it's like I get it. It's like I like my tea sweet, and I like
absolutely
like she said, she from the deep South. She from a part of the South. You get lost at night, you better get you just keep driving.
Absolutely. Like same thing with where I'm from and everything, and I just don't happen to have a regional dialect, but back home everybody talks like this. Really mighty nice and right and all of that going hunting. Like everybody talk like that back home.
You lost, boy? Yep, I'm gonna keep on driving.
Yeah, that's home.
Nah. But yeah, I like I said, I gotta try their chocolate chip cookies. Like I said, I like chocolate chip cookies a certain way. And like,
I got you.
Off the muscle, around the place, they got good chocolate chip cookies. Tom Thumb, they bakery, they got some fire ass chocolate chip cookies.
All right, I'm gonna go one day and I'm gonna judge your taste off of them. So
they fire. I like that's the way they bake there. That's how I like my chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you to these chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna have to be like, yo.
Absolutely, and same thing. I'm gonna go to Tom Thumb and be like, these better be good.
They good. Like I mean, I came one time fresh out the oven. Like y'all got some, and me just bringing some out the oven. You know what?
All right.
Fire. So. Since we're on the topic of foods, what's some of your favorite foods? Like, what is like your go-to that you could cook and then you want if you going out?
So my favorite food that I cook is stewed chicken. I really love making stewed chicken and gravy for people and myself. And macaroni and cheese. That's one of my favorite things to make too.
Or the baked mac with the 17 cheeses and the.
All that. Gotta bake it. Like it ain't even worth talking about if you ain't baking it.
Okay. Now, all right. Stewed chicken and mac and cheese. I just got hungry right now.
And my favorite food that I go out for, I would say Korean food, which specifically, it's a soup called sundubu jjigae, which is like a spicy tofu seafood soup type thing.
That joke went over your head. I saw it.
Oh no! I know. It took me a second, but I was like, oh.
So I think, where did you go the other day? That one restaurant?
It was called Dongo. So it's like DDONGGO.
How was the food? I think you said it's pretty good.
It was really good. We got like this tower, so it was like surrounded by chicken wings on like a bed of like white cheddar, and then it had French fries, and then we got a spicy seafood soup with noodles, and then we got kimchi fried volcano rice.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said chicken wings on top of what?
So in Korea and stuff, they love cheese, so it's like cheese and chicken. So the bottom part of the plate, it's like a section for the cheese, and like they put it on like this heated thing, and so the cheese starts to warm up whenever they bring you the food, and so when you're grabbing the chicken, the cheese is gonna pull out with it, and you wrap it around and you eat it that way. Korea is so far ahead of us, man, with food sometimes.
I just got put on. There's a Japanese barbecue spot by my crib. I told my cousin about it. I'm like, I gotta try that. I just like food. I literally got kicked on to pho about a year ago, like 2 years ago. Yeah, because I always seen it, but I never tried it. But you heard of Chris and John, right? That restaurant? Mm-hmm. I live right by it. Oh. And I know the owners personally. Mm-hmm. I remember when they opened the spot. There was a soul food place there before they moved in. So I know them, like I've been since they opened. So they get Vietnamese fusion food and whatnot. I never had. I said, one day, you know what? Pho, let me try that.
Pho is freaking amazing. I love Vietnamese food in general, actually. In college, I had a really close friend that was Vietnamese, and her mom would come every other week. And so her mom would bring food to last in between those like 2 weeks, and she would bring some for me and some for her daughter and stuff. So like I got to try a lot of different like home cooked foods. My favorite one is called bin bao. It's a type of dumpling, and it is so freaking good. I can't even find them in the Vietnamese restaurants. I guess it's so home cooked that most people don't get them at restaurants.
Right. I'm like it's, yeah, like before was like I can see my cousin. I don't know if she's still in here. She could eat. It was like 130 degrees outside. Her ass eating. Her and my uncle, they eating pho. Like it is hot. Hot. It is too hot for pho. Like I can't eat pho. And I can't eat soup. My mama like chili. She makes the best goddamn chili. I say I make a chili. Like no, it's too goddamn hot for chili.
You don't want ramen in the summertime?
I mean, I'm the kind of person like I like my food like that. It's for your soul. It's like if you're like it's like you cold, you go into a nice little restaurant, get you a nice bowl or whatever for your ramen, and it just warms your soul. But in the summertime, you hot. It was 160 degrees last week. It's hot.
Well, that's why you go for ice cream or something afterwards.
They ain't got no ice cream spots like that out here.
Well, in Carrollton, at least, like, they'll have, like, the ramen shop, and then you can go to, like, Somi and get, like, the taiyaki ice cream or something.
Speaking of, have you been to Twisted Roots?
Mm-mm.
You can go. Good burgers there. Good burgers there.
I've heard good things about it.
And my boy put me on that spot years ago. Like, yo, you go get the freshman 5. I'm like, all right. I'm like, it's cheddar, bacon, got an egg on top of it. Like, it's just.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm like, oh shit, that's fire. But like, from Korean barbecue to the pho and all that, like, I've seen some Korean food, some Japanese and Korean food that blow your mind. I've never been to Korea, but I need to go.
Absolutely. That is definitely somewhere that I plan on going, definitely in the next year or two. I can read Korean. It's actually really not hard to learn how to read Korean if you've got about 2 weeks because they have 26 letters like we do in their alphabet.
Oh, cool. But you can just read it, but you can't speak it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it is a lot. It takes a lot longer to learn how to actually speak it versus read it. But reading it is like, it's literally cut into dry because it's 26 letters.
Man, you be in Korea, like looking like, all right, that's it. You like, you got to write everything down. Like, hold on 1 second. Just 1 second.
Oh yeah, no. I will definitely. I have 2 of my roommates are basically fluent in my household, so I'm definitely taking one of them with me.
Hey, that's cool. That's like, I want to learn a foreign language, but like, I don't have time.
I know Spanish. I'm at a conversational level in Spanish, and I really hope I become fluent in it one day.
I mean, they got you doing the little thing. You might as well.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even with that though, like, I have my limits. I'm like, if it's a singular phrase, I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. Give it to me to say with the rest of it. But like long-term paragraphs, you can tell I'm not like a native speaker. I have an American accent in Spanish.
Right.
But I know enough to, like, if I got dropped off, like, somewhere in Mexico, I could find my way out of it, or I could at least communicate or something like that.
All right. So as we get ready to wrap up out of here, it's the time for the question portion of the show. Would you? Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Would you rather? I'm gonna ask you, what's more annoying? An unexpected FaceTime call or unexpected house guest?
Unexpected house guest, because why are you in my house without telling me?
That's what a lot of people say when I ask that question.
Yes.
So you get past the FaceTime call. Somebody show, hey, Wynterr, I was in the neighborhood. I just wanted to stop by.
No, baby. No. I don't care if you was in the neighborhood. Text me you was in the neighborhood as you leaving my neighborhood, baby. I don't like people like that. So it's like you got to let me know before you roll up on me.
You sound like me. I don't really be fucking with people like that. Like, I don't know you.
Bro, I be minding my business, working, making my money, and smoking my weed. That's all I do.
Yeah.
And cosplay.
Mine is a weed smoke for me, but yeah, my business. I be chilling. I be in this. I be like working on music and just kicking it,
Yeah.
collecting new stuff. Um, I mean, yeah, I just be buying shit. I need to stop.
Yeah.
That's one thing I need to stop buying shit. Why am I buying so much stuff?
Me right now, I don't even know how I ended up with a bag of clothes right now. I didn't even come here for anything. I don't even understand. It just be like that sometimes.
There's literally a jacket I'm waiting on to get. It's $130. Now it's $103. It's
Okay.
103. Now, but I know the company. Like it's I forget the name of the company. I ain't gonna say the name because they're not paying me. But it's 103. But I know they're gonna do a Labor Day sale. And it's gonna drop to like 70 or 80. Then I'm gonna buy. I'm a cheap bastard. Like I'm a look for a sale. Look, I'm a cheap bastard. I will wait for a sale like a motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Majority of the stuff I've caught on sale. Like let me tell you. Like hell, I remember I bought my Sword for Demon Slayer. I walked around that whole damn fan expo. How much this was? Okay, how much this? How much? Okay, I went back to the how much it was? 25. All right, cool. I'll be right back. I will look for a sale. Hey, I am. I'm only paying full price if I have to. If I ain't got to,
No, I don't blame you on that one. I'm the same way. I love a good deal.
I would share. So, like always, did you enjoy yourself in the studio? How did you have a good time?
Absolutely. You know that you're cool as hell. It's always a vibe.
Cool. So tell everybody how they can find you, and the floor is yours.
I am Wynterr Cosplays on Instagram, Wynterr with the Y and two R's and an underscore in the middle.
Okay. That's it. No Twitter, no, just Instagram.
I also have TikTok, no Twitter yet, and I'm just getting started on TikTok, so it's the same at everything. Wynterr underscore cosplays.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard of Wynterr underscore cosplay. I'm your host, Junes'88, and this is been another episode of Session with June. Like always, I will see you next Tuesday. Thank y'all for tuning in, and like always, peace out.
Peace. Thank you for having me.
No problem.